Oh no, Mayanna. They put bugs in him. Welcome to Simple and Clean, a Kingdom Hearts podcast. I'm Mischa Stanton.
And I'm Mayanna Berrin. And they put bugs in him.
They put bugs in him.
That clip, it's crazy how there are a lot of like goofy, silly moments in Kingdom Hearts. That one I feel like broke containment, which is ironic given it's from one of the most obscure titles in the entire franchise.
Yeah, to break containment, that one really had to break out of containment.
It really did.
Yeah, today we're going to talk about what happens in Kingdom Hearts Coded.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about what happens in Kingdom Hearts Coded? How do you feel about Kingdom Hearts Coded?
I feel like Kingdom Hearts Coded in my brain occupies the same space as the mysterious unreleased mobile phone version of Kingdom Hearts that was going to be exclusive in Japan for a little bit.
Yeah.
That some work went into and then did not go forward. It feels to me like the game that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
But
I think that's how a lot of people see it.
I mean, yeah. But the fact that, again, following our data episode, I'm like, the things it brings to the world building is really interesting.
Yeah.
But the premise of the game itself, I find weirdly anticlimactic.
Yes.
It feels like, I call stories, in between stories, Lion King 1.5s.
Yeah.
Because Lion King 1.5 is not 1.5, it's Lion King and a half, because it's literally things that are happening during Lion King 1.
Well, I love Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead, so.
I love that, but here's the thing, that is a deep character study.
Yeah.
Lion King 1.5 was like, Lion King is popular and we need to make more Lion King, but we can't do sequels anymore because we don't want to adapt more Shakespeare.
Yeah.
So, and also, we like these two characters and Nathan Lane is funny.
I think Lion King 12th Night could have been fun.
Oh.
Yeah.
Would it have been a lion pretending to be a not lion?
Yeah. It would have been a female lion wearing a lion mane wig.
Oh.
And the lion Duke Orsino.
Oh. What's the cross gartered?
I don't know.
Is it just like sticks and twigs?
Maybe.
Is it mud? Man, wow. Okay, we're really onto something here. So we should come back to this. TM. But okay, yeah, Kingdom Hearts Coded to me is like the little game that could.
Yeah, it is the forgotten stepchild of the Kingdom Hearts franchise, I would say.
There's a lot of people who are like, it's the worst one.
Yeah, including Metacritic. This is actually the lowest rated Kingdom Hearts game of the whole franchise.
That shocks me.
It has a 66 on Metacritic.
What's the highest rated? Is it 2? It would probably be 2, right?
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2 with 87.
Fucking knew it. 87. Wow, 87. Surprising. I'm surprised it didn't break 90.
So this is the lowest rated one.
Okay.
It was announced after Kingdom Hearts 2 release cycle was completed.
Okay.
It was announced as part of a trio of games that was coming out in the wake of Kingdom Hearts 2. That's right. Coded, 358, and Birth by Sleep exclusively in that order.
Oh, damn.
Got him.
Damn. Which means Coded is the goofy? Damn.
Yeah. I'm not sure. So all of these games were announced at the Tokyo Game Show in 2007, September 2007. The timing of this is interesting, and I think really leads into the reason why everyone thinks about this game this way.
Oh, interesting.
Will you permit me a little bit of a historical deep dive in real life before we get to the game?
Of course.
So this game was announced in 2007. In addition to the other games, it was released on mobile phones in Japan. Only mobile phones in Japan. When we talk about games that were only released on mobile phones in Japan, this is what we're talking about.
Yeah, there was and just to clarify for myself, the thing I was talking about was there was a Kingdom Hearts 1 like reboot or like launch?
Yes, Kingdom Hearts Mobile.
Yeah, that was going to be on phones.
That's
and then
part of this story.
Oh, shit.
So this game was released on only Japanese mobile phones. The preview episode was released in November 2008, and then it was released over the back half of 2009 into January 2010.
Episode?
Yeah, it was an episodic release.
That's nuts. That's crazy.
So that's the thing.
Wow, that's surprising to me as an episodic release girly.
Yeah, I know. It was released in episodes because mobile phones didn't have capacity to store the whole game yet.
That's crazy.
And so we have to talk a little bit about mobile phones in Japan.
Yes.
I want to talk about them.
And they are really interesting.
Yes. So, in the before times, before all of us had little supercomputers in our pockets, phones made phone calls, and that was pretty much it. Text messages
and play
a little.
Snake.
No, this is even before Snake,
oh my
I'm
God.
saying. They didn't do stuff. And they were limited by the storage on the phones, which were very small.
Yeah.
In the matter of kilobytes.
You remember taking a picture?
Yeah, and that would fill the whole thing?
Yep.
And by bandwidth. They couldn't download apps because cellular signal wasn't robust enough to carry that amount of data. Except in Japan.
Yes.
Because Japan developed this infrastructure sooner than the rest of the world. They had 3G in like 2001.
Yeah, there has always been this sort of like feeling when you go to Japan of like they're a little bit in the future.
Yeah, I've heard like Japan's living in 2050. This is that.
Yeah. They were using their phones to like scan into the subway and do transactions and And
more than that, like to use your phone to get you in the subway, not only do you need a piece of technology in your phone that enables that, the technology needs to exist in
the infrastructure.
In the infrastructure, in the subway turnstile to accept it.
Yes.
And Japan just built that sooner than the rest of the world. Like fundamentally, they just did.
Yeah.
One of the largest telecoms in Japan and therefore the world launched a mobile internet platform in 1999 that had 40 million subscribers by 2001.
Oh my God.
So like it was huge in Japan, but in 2001 we had like not even the Motorola Razr yet. Like United States did not have that. And I think this also goes back to what we talked about in our JRPG episode, that Japanese technology had to adapt to the lexical density of their language.
Yeah.
They had to display a variety of characters sooner, and so they had more robust display technology sooner than the rest of the world.
Wow, that's really nuts.
Yeah. So they have shopping on your phone, wallet on your phone, like games on your phone in the early 2000s. Meanwhile, like we didn't get that until I would say the release of the iPhone in 2007. And even after that, like the iPhone was announced in January 2007, was released in June. It didn't have 3G yet until the second model, which came out with the release of the only way you could get games, the App Store.
Yeah.
They didn't come out until a year later in 2008. And so Kingdom Hearts Coded was announced for a Japanese market in 2007, a Japanese market that was ready for it, with mobile carriers that weren't looking for an outside audience because they had 40 million subscribers in Japan alone.
They didn't need it.
They didn't need it.
No.
But if it had come out like a couple years later, when all of us were then familiar with the concept of an app and a game on your cell phone, it probably would have been like an iPhone app. And it would have been more normalized.
I'll say this. Are you a mobile phone games enjoyer?
I definitely was at the beginning of the iPhone era. I loved the experimental games that people were like, wow, this thing has multi-touch and an accelerometer in a small package for the first time. What games can we make? I still think about this game that came out in, I want to say like 2008, 2009. It was called Rolando.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that game.
I loved that game. It was a perfect blend of like cutesy graphics, using the motion controls of the iPhone to tell the mechanics and the story. The soundtrack slapped. It was by this British DJ called Mr. Scruff that you'll be familiar with if you had default files on your Windows computer. But there was just like a perfect marriage of things. So actually, the idea of a mobile phone exclusive game in Japan actually was just slightly before its time for us to take it seriously.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I'll say this. I am not a mobile phone games enjoyer.
No?
I find games on my phone really stressful for some reason. I liked 2048.
Okay.
I liked Flappy Bird. I liked Angry Birds.
Okay.
But I spent $20+ on several mobile ports of Final Fantasy games.
Yeah, that's not it.
Like Dragon Quest VIII, Final Fantasy Tactics, and there was one other one, and they were all like $25.
Ugh.
And I remember I booted them up, and I was like, this is not it.
Damn.
And then I never finished any of them. And so I do think that like we were just a little bit not ready.
Yeah.
But I am extremely averse to games on my phone. to this day. I don't know why.
That's fair. I definitely go for a specific type of game. I mean,
think there's things that are well suited to the medium.
Yeah, the minute I put Balatro on my phone, it was over for me. It was so over. I was so cooked.
That, and also I will say, of all the games for phone, Balatro is the most perfectly engineered game for phone.
Yeah. It's perfect. It is. It is actually, since I put Balatron, and I got it for a different system first, and then I got it again for my phone, and I haven't needed another game since. That's the only game. That's the only phone game I need.
It's literally the most juiced version of Solitaire there is. You don't need anything else.
It's incredible.
It's true. Yeah. But anyway,
this is not a Balatro podcast. This is a Kingdom Hearts Coded
Maybe
podcast.
on the Secret Reports.
Ooh.
I would like to hear you wax poetic about Balatro.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So that's the story of Kingdom Hearts Coded. It came out in 8 episodes for phones, and then after they were all released and wrapped up, that's when they ported it to the DS, because Tetsuya Nomura, head designer of Kingdom Hearts, he saw an opportunity to get it in people's hands with this phone. In fact, it came pre-installed on a certain model of phone, which is how it really penetrated the Japanese market.
Crazy.
But then he was like, I really need this story to be told outside of Japan. What's the mobile platform that has the widest audience? And the most popular mobile console at the time was the Nintendo DS. So that's why they made it for DS.
And I like that. And it also, interestingly, like as we speculated in the trailer episode, like why the fuck is Kingdom Hearts 4 in the Nintendo Direct?
Yeah.
But of all of the handheld systems, Kingdom Hearts is overwhelmingly present on Nintendo systems.
Yeah.
Like, in addition to Sony, it's on a lot of Nintendo systems.
It just hasn't been for a while. So I think we all, thought they were done together.
Yeah.
And that's what was surprising,
Yeah.
I think.
So funny.
Yeah. The DS port was developed by Hand, which is the studio that also did 358 and The World Ends With You and a bunch of Chocobo games for fun.
Fun. Exactly. Yes. Fun.
Yeah. So, what happens in Kingdom Hearts Coded? The premise of the game, the episode 0 of the game that came pre-installed on some phones, is Mickey narrating that, or after Kingdom Hearts 1, after Kingdom Hearts 2, Jiminy's got these journals. One of them is blank and only says thank Naminé.
Yes.
And the other one is full of Kingdom Hearts 2 stuff what happened in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Hell yeah.
And then they're looking through it and they're trying to figure out why it's blank and what thank Naminé means. And then there's a second message that wasn't in the previous games. And I thought we had checked that in Kingdom Hearts 2. I thought we read it, but there's a new thing in there.
Oh, shit.
All of a sudden, there's a new text that says, their hurting will be mended when you return to end it.
That's ominous.
Yeah.
Jesus. Also bars.
Bars, yeah.
Also bars, okay.
Yeah. It was translated slightly differently in the original version, and then they updated the text so that it rhymed better.
Of fucking course.
Later.
You gotta.
Yeah, and so they're like, well, clearly something weird's up in the journal. Okay. I know, how about we digitize it? We'll throw the whole thing, put it in the computer.
Put it in the computer.
Computer, make a world out of that whole journal.
Digitize the thing, Naminé.
So Chip and Dale come in and they digitize the thing and they make it into worlds in the computer, but there's bugs. Something's corrupted and they gotta figure it out, but they can't get in there to figure it out. Well, they decide who's already in there. That is a guy they could send to figure it out. Sora's already in there.
So fucking psychotic.
And so they summon and generate Data Sora.
Yeah.
There's a sequence where he dives through a digital heart, and it's like a dive to the heart, but there's matrix numbers floating past him as well. So it's digital. And Chip and Dale program for him a Keyblade so that he can fight the bugs and the monsters.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a guy in a dark coat standing in the dive to the heart, urging Sora onward.
Ominous.
And that's going to become relevant later. So the general vibes of Kingdom Hearts Coded is your Data Sora in the worlds. It's not free roaming combat. It's more there's virus everywhere and you got to hit it and unlock the platforms to get to other places to hit it more to figure out what's going on. It's much like other mobile games in that there's the attack button and the command deck with more advanced moves, which is similar to Birth by Sleep, and it's an evolution of what Chain of Memories was doing with their cards. Mm-hmm. Chain of Memories really made them into cards, and later they were we could do the same general thing but not have them literally be cards,
which I appreciate.
And also we move attack to a different button that isn't involved in the deck. Maybe would be good.
Yeah,
so you'd have to recharge hit with Keyblade. Just a concept.
So many cards in the deck that are just hit it with Keyblade.
Right. Your upgrade upgrading your skills encoded on this thing called the stat matrix.
Ooh, that is similar to 358.
Yeah, and it also reminded me a lot of the sphere grid in Final Fantasy X.
Yes.
Only in this one, instead of installing spheres, you're installing little computer chips and like a CPU and a GPU. And
that's really fun.
It looks like a little board, you know?
Wow, they did take a lot of design language from 358. That's very interesting.
Same company that developed it for the same platform.
Yeah.
A lot of the exploration of worlds is like you're looking around, you're finding like data backdoors into like little Tron rooms where you just have to like beat a bunch of guys and clear the area. You're like debugging the world from behind the scenes. They're like little backstage things.
I love that. That's really fun.
In the original release, all cutscenes were just kind of static sprites of Sora standing there and another person standing there. Later, they gave them full cutscenes for HD remakes, and that's way easier to watch. So that's what I did for this episode today.
So Recoded is just the cutscenes, right? You don't play through it.
So Recoded is the DS version of the mobile game.
Yeah. Okay.
And then...
And then when they put it on the massive collection on the PlayStation...
It's just a movie.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think that's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. There's a lot more like platform puzzling and like secrets to like the combat's a little downplayed, except for boss battles. But also like boss battles are scored and timed. Like you get a high score on how well you beat it.
Fascinating.
Yeah,
I like that. I don't know why, but that's interesting.
Yeah, it intrigues me.
Like an arcade game. Well, I bet also like in the social phone-ness of it all, it's like, what score did you get?
That's true. There must have been leaderboards in Japan because they were mobile phones.
Yeah, arcade vibes.
Yes.
Like live arcade vibe.
That was kind of the vibe that mobile phones were gunning for in Japan in that time. It's like, oh, arcade games seem to hit for mobile platforms. Like you can take them, they're the exact right amount of complexity you can take with you.
Yeah.
So that's generally like the setup of Coded. So each episode, there were 8 of them, took place in a different world for the most part. Mm-hmm. And I want to preview this because what you'll notice as we get further is that so one of them's Destiny Islands.
Cool.
One of them's Traverse Town.
Okay.
A bunch of it takes place in Hollow Bastion.
Okay.
There's Castle Oblivion bits.
Uh-huh.
There's really only 3 Disney worlds in the whole game.
Yeah, I was literally just counting on my hand and I'm like, that's half and none of those are Disney.
Yeah, there's 3 Disney worlds.
And they are, wait, can I guess?
Yeah.
Agrabah?
Yep.
Ooh. Neverland.
No.
Okay. Olympus?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh. Is it Kingdom Hearts worlds? The Kingdom Hearts 1 worlds?
Yep.
Oh, I'm really racking my brain here. I really want to get this right. Atlantica?
No.
What was it?
It's Wonderland.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's the only worlds in this game are Wonderland, Olympus, and Agrabah.
You know why?
Why?
Those are all the boxes.
Yeah. Those are all the boxes.
Those are all the least complex map designs.
Exactly.
Wow.
So yeah.
Holy shit.
So we'll start with episode 1, Destiny Islands.
Shit.
It's a beach. There's virus blocks on the beach. You gotta hit them. You run around, talk to Titus, walk a selfie.
I'm shocked they made the cut.
Data versions of them are in there. They have, they're like, they want to play around on the beach, but there's bugs in the way. You gotta hit them.
They put bugs on the beach. I'm happy they made the cut. I am shocked they are here.
Yeah. The guy in the dark coat is here. And
no.
he leads you back to the secret cave and tells you to open the door. He sort of steps into the place of Ansem and is like, this world has been connected. The road is open.
To the darkness.
Yeah.
Now, spicy question for you.
Yeah.
Do you think had they had the designs ready for the Organization 13 coats, do you think they would have put that original cloaked guy in an Organization 13 coat in Kingdom Hearts 1?
I do think that after they had the unified designs, they probably would have made that guy's design more similar.
Yeah.
Because that ghost design in Kingdom Hearts 1 stands out. It stands out so much now.
It's heinously crazy because it's like a kind of lumpy, weird. Sorry, I mean that's a
no. It's fine.
Tangent.
He looks like one of the little Jawas
like a mushroom guy or
Star
some
Wars.
Shit. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Anyway. So we're on the beach and we're in the cave and he unlocks a keyhole in Data Destiny Island and a bright white light shines out across the whole room and out through the screen and into Mickey's study, and it like fills the space with bright white light.
Oh.
Inside the keyhole space, in the core of the Data world, Sora has to fight a big boss. That's where all the big bosses are, is inside all the Data keyholes.
That makes sense.
And he has to fight there's a dark side on the beach, on the beach, the floating islands. Yeah, and he has to fight.
Very cool. Makes sense.
After that, a video plays. Like a file unlocks in the data where like it's Riku being tempted by the darkness. And we cut out to Mickey, Donald, Goofy, Jiminy, Chip, and Dale exclusively in that order. Yeah, it's a big order. But they're all watching this happen, right? And Jiminy's like, but I wasn't there when Riku had that conversation with Ansem. I didn't write that in the journal. How is it in there?
Yeah.
This is just supposed to be the journal. Oh, how did that get in there?
That's so spooky.
Yeah. That's how episode 1 ends.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Great first episode, I will say. Very enticing pilot.
Episode 2, Traverse Town.
Yeah.
At the start of it, Goofy is like, wow, so these are like data versions of our adventures. I wonder if there's data versions of you and me in there, Donald, because we were in the journal. And Jiminy's like, I don't know, it seems like the data's fragmented, so it looks like maybe you're in a different place or didn't make it in there. And I think that's very convenient. A way that they didn't have to program that for mobile phones. That seems very convenient. It seems like they should be in there, don't you think? That's what I think. Traverse Town is all about trying to track down Huey, Dewey, and Louie have been dispersed across the town. They're lost. They picked up fragments of the keyhole, and you gotta go find them. So you find them, you pick them up, and then you're like missing one. It doesn't fully summon yet. And then the guy in the dark coat gives you the last fragment to summon the keyhole.
Who the fuck is this motherfucker?
Good question. Who could he be? Who could he be? You go into the keyhole, you fight the guard armor, and day is saved. It unlocks a vision of Pluto waking up Sora in Traverse Town. Another thing Jiminy wasn't there for.
Yeah, those are all things before Sora interacts. And
right.
Yeah.
So clearly this data world is channeling more things than were just written in the journal. And
yeah, there's like Sora's core memories.
Right. So they're trying to figure that out. And then Heartless appear in Disney Castle.
Oh, no.
Bad. Not supposed to be able to happen.
Not supposed to be able to happen except for that one part in Kingdom Hearts 2 where that happened, but because Maleficent was there and she's trying to take over the cornerstone.
Uh-oh.
What's happening?
They don't know. They can't get out of the study. They're trapped in Mickey's study. They can't unlock the door.
That seems convenient for not having to use other environments that weren't...
Episode 3.
Okay, here we go.
Wonderland.
Crazy. Oh my God.
There's a couple new bits of text that appear in the journal. One of them says, there are more hurts than the one you have just undone. Like, we got to keep going. Okay. Another one is like, undo the hurt to unbar the way. It's like, okay, I guess we got to figure out what's up with these data world to get out of the door in the study.
The hurt is an interesting implication.
Yes. There's something about like a forgotten pain.
A forgotten pain.
Yeah.
Interesting.
We're gonna come back to that.
Yeah.
Sora shows up in Wonderland and goes, I was just in Traverse Town and I fought that guy and then I was here. That's weird. And Mickey's like, yeah, that is kind of weird. And Sora's like, yeah, it's cool with that. I'm good with it. Let's do it.
Our classic boy in all realities.
In all versions. He's plucky, just the same guy.
Plucky, sweet boy.
So he runs into Alice, and Alice can't remember her own name. She can't remember things. Her memories are all discombobulated. They're scattered around Wonderland in these things called inklings, which end up being like little motes of data in light.
Fun.
And Jiminy, out in the study, says, something about inklings. I wonder if all this has to do with Naminé. And I was watching it, and I went, how'd you get from A to B there, bud?
Yeah.
That seems a little like a jump.
That's a big accusation to be thrown around with my girl.
Yeah. And like, okay, I guess this has something to do with Naminé.
Sure.
Sure, man.
Okay.
Yeah, so we gather up a bunch of Alice's memories. We remind her who she is, what she's doing here. It turns out she's down here because she saw the keyhole and the Queen of Hearts has it in her little birdcage thing. Sure, fine. Okay, we get the keyhole, we unlock it.
Cool.
There's a scene of Sora and the guy in the black coat, and he says, this world has been connected.
Tied to the darkness.
Yeah.
Completely eclipsed.
Well, he doesn't say the whole thing, but he says something similar.
Weird.
In a way that's like very clearly a reference, right? And the guy in the black coat like opens a dark portal behind him and kind of steps through it. Sora jumps in and follows him. And then the castle study doors burst open.
Oh, shit.
And Data Sora walks in.
No way.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
So it turns out when they got blasted by that bright white light, they were brought into a data replica of the study. And that's why Heartless can get in, because it's not the real castle.
Oh my God. That's a great twist.
What a twist.
That's a great twist.
I like that it's when Sora walks in, you're like, but you shouldn't be here.
And
what?
I was also like, hold on. Wait, because like the other thing that the visual I have in my mind for all of this is like Data Sora is in a mouse maze.
He kind of is.
And Mickey, Donald, Goofy, Chip, and Dale, exclusively, and Pluto, I think exclusively in that order, are all standing above him in the Data mouse maze, watching him go through Data things.
That's kind of the vibe. They're just like sitting at Mickey's desk watching Data Sora do this on a computer.
And then when Sora walks in, it's like, what's this full-size mouse doing here?
And then they look at the screen, and the screen is a view of them looking at the screen.
That's fucking nuts. I will say this, though. If I was a teenager playing this on my mobile phone in Japan, I would be like, I have to tell everybody about this now. I have to talk to everybody I know about this. Woo!
What a twist. Yeah.
That's a good twist.
And then they get a call from Chip and Dale, who are still back in the real world. They're like, we came back into the study and you guys were gone. Where are you?
That's so fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
And then when they figure out that they're in a Data version of the study, the guy in the black coat walks in and takes down his hood, and it's Riku. And Riku says, I brought you into the Data world for safekeeping because I'm not really Riku. I'm the journal.
Why you look like Riku?
Yeah. So
what?
Either the journal or the computer program or some cosmic force chose Riku's chose Riku's form to be the avatar of the journal, but also he is still kind of Riku.
Why do you think it is? Why do you think that is? Why do you think it chose Riku?
I think it's because of the story potentiality of having Data Sora and Data Riku.
I agree with that.
And what they mean to each other. Like, as the game goes on, they do have moments of being Sora and Riku, but a new version and not quite the same, and with knowledge the others don't have, but still being Sora and Riku about it.
And also, like, a Riku that's actualized, sans experiencing the actual trauma that he experienced, but being wise in the way that post-trauma Riku would be.
Yes.
I also think Riku as a representation of the journal is interesting. Well, one, because it cements this idea that Riku is the most important relationship in Sora's life, which is interesting, and that the Data itself understands that.
Yep.
Two, Riku then as sort of witness to Sora's journey, even though Kairi was the one who was with Sora the whole time.
Yeah, well, and there's also like another scene that unlocks as part of this process where like you see Riku with Kairi's heartless body like having a villain moment.
Yeah.
And so like the tie to Riku is deeper than even that. Like it's not very clear why.
Yeah.
But Riku is affecting this thing as well.
And also it's just like we like Riku and we have to have like it's kind of like what is and is not a Star Wars movie. It's like it has to have lightsabers, it has to have the Force. What is and is not a Kingdom Hearts game. Riku and Sora have to be present.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And it also like that means that when Riku is put in danger, the whole world is put in danger.
Yeah.
You know?
Which is interesting. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Pretty gay.
Pretty gay, I would say.
Anyway, so
Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride. So Data Riku, who is the journal, but is also Data Riku, is explaining this to all of them. And then he feels someone hacking in. He can feel it because he's Data. He is the journal.
He's the journal.
He can feel someone hacking in, and he can feel them cut the hard line so they can't talk to the outside world anymore. And he says, okay, fix more worlds and that'll solve something. Episode 4, Olympus.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So Olympus in this game is a maze of the dead where you're going through with like Hercules, and it's kind of like Persona Dungeon-y.
Love that.
And you're going through a maze, and you and Hercules are faced with Cloud. Like Hades has summoned Cloud to hinder your path, to be an obstacle in your way.
Makes sense.
And over the course of it, you kind of like there's a Hercules versus Cloud fight.
Cool. Great.
And he kind of runs off. You chase after him. You like save him from some Heartless and redeem him. It's like the party in this world of this game is like Sora, Hercules, and Cloud exclusively in that order.
It feels wrong.
Yeah,
okay.
it's not quite right.
It
it's not exclusive.
Doesn't roll off the tongue, yeah.
You know when you can just feel it? We've been making this show for long enough, you can just feel it when it's right.
It's like when someone tries to put the wrong condiment on a hot dog, and you're like, wait a second.
Mayanna, put it on wax. What's the wrong condiment for a hot dog?
Like jam.
Yeah.
Like strawberry jam.
This is going to be a controversial one. Don't put mayonnaise on a hot dog.
I've actually never had mayonnaise on a hot dog.
I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, but it's even more off the beaten path than that because I want to be an ally to those who put pineapple on pizza. I want to be an ally to those who put mayonnaise on a hot dog. You should not put strawberry jam on a hot dog.
I don't think so.
No.
Anyway, so that's what's going on here.
Yeah.
They're running through this Olympus maze. There's a Cerberus fight. There's a Hades fight. There's no video that unlocks because Riku, whose memories these were, he's there with them now. He's not trying to break through with the videos. He's just there now. So it's fine. It's fine.
Great.
And then Pete walks in and taunts them. He's like, "Hey, Sora." And he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna rule all these data worlds. All right, see you later." And he like runs off, and Sora chases it, and he can like teleport through the data. He like has control over the data somehow.
Like Power of Waking shit?
No, it's more like Dark Portal, but like Data Portal.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just got access to the data in a way that is like shockingly competent for that guy.
Yeah.
You know?
Wait, so Pete can hop or Sora can hop?
Pete hops,
That's
and
crazy.
Sora kind of runs off after him.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Where Pete goes is Agrabah, episode 5.
Oh my god.
There's a lot going on here. Pete gives Jafar a data copy of the lamp.
That's okay.
So that Jafar has power so that he can he can cast stop on Aladdin and Jasmine so that he can kidnap Jasmine.
Okay.
And then Sora goes to find the real lamp, which is still data, but it's not a data copy. It's just the normal lamp for the data copy.
Okay.
Anyway, Genie comes out.
It's starting to break down for me.
Anyway, Genie comes out, and Sora says, "I wish this world was back the way it was before, and all of the virus is gone."
Okay, sure. Okay.
Solved. Like, if you had a genie, and you could solve the world just like that. Sure.
Genie, get rid of these guys.
Yeah. Hey, Genie, see all these virus blocks that are blocking our way? Get rid of them. And it really makes me wonder why they just didn't fucking do that before. Like, hey, Genie, I wish the Heartless weren't attacking the world.
Oh my god.
So if he could have just wished him gone before, why didn't he do it in Kingdom Hearts 1 or Kingdom Hearts 2 or Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories when Genie was also there? You know what I mean?
Well, because Aladdin burned that first wish on Genie. Get rid of these guys.
I know.
And it was just 6 Heartless in one area.
He could have gotten all of them.
He didn't even know what they were called yet.
So
wild. Okay.
Yeah. So then they're like, I wish we could go hang out. I wish, take me to Jafar so I can defeat him and get rid of the virus once and for all.
Sure.
They go inside the keyhole, you fight Jafar, and then you trap him inside the data lamp.
Oh my god.
Because there's a second lamp, and so you're fighting.
Is it black?
No, it's
Boo!
it looks like the normal lamp, but it's got like a data aura around it, like they do in Twilight Town.
Yeah, okay. I feel in these latter episodes, we're throwing in more than we can handle.
Does it feel that way?
It does.
Okay.
I'm scared.
Well, when they trap him in the lamp, they run out of the Cave of Wonders, and Pete is there.
Okay.
Kind of taunting them and being like, we're going to turn, this is just part of our plan. We're going to turn all of these worlds into darkness.
Okay.
In fact, and he summons Maleficent outside the Cave of Wonders to confront Data Sora.
We're doing too many things.
Yeah. And Data Riku and the real Mickey jump in to defend him. There's a lot going on. And they're like, what are you even doing here, you guys? Like, what are we doing here?
Really? Like, we invited too many people to the cocktail hour.
So basically what happened was, Pete's from Disney Castle.
Right?
Yeah. He's from there.
He's from Steamboat Willie time.
Exactly.
He's been there the whole time.
So he was in the castle trying to spy on them.
No.
Yeah.
No way.
And he was peeking into the study when that bright white light shone out.
Oh my god.
And he got caught up in it. And so now he's also in the data world.
No, we can't do that this late in the. This is episode 5.
This is episode 5, yeah.
No, this is too late to add this much thing.
And Pete's like, "Wow, these data worlds seem neat. Hey, Maleficent, get the fuck in here."
It's real Maleficent?
Yeah.
No.
Because anywhere that people remember her name, she can be.
Right, of course.
So he's just like, "Hey, Maleficent, you better check this out." And she's like, "Don't speak to me that way." And he's like, "But I found something good." And she's like, "Yeah, you did. Nice work."
Oh my God.
Pete's just like, "Hey, look at this journal. Could be handy for taking over them worlds, right?"
Sure, Jan.
Sure, Jan. For sure. And what she finds very interesting is that you can get from the data worlds to real Disney Castle, a place she has trouble getting into.
Right, except for when she's corrupting the cornerstone.
Right, so this is another sort of way back in when that didn't work.
Okay.
And I think that's what she's really valuing about this scenario, I think.
She's like, very well, another back door.
Exactly.
To my castle where I should rule.
Girl just loves a castle.
She loves it. I mean, I'll say this. After she lost her castle, wouldn't you be trying to get it? If you lost a castle, wouldn't you desperately just be trying to get into whatever fucking castle you could get into?
I think so. It would be hard to walk away from a castle.
It'd be hard to walk away from a castle. You could see her chasing that dragon. Forever.
That was good.
Okay, wow.
So Maleficent shows up and confronts Data Sora and says, like, "You're a paltry version of the real thing." Picks up his Keyblade.
That's crazy.
And shatters it.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it's Data. And
because it's Data, because it's not real.
And she's real.
It's a paltry imitation of the real thing. So she can shatter it.
Fair.
So Riku and Mickey jump in to defend him. And she picks up Data Riku and says, "He belongs to the darkness. This one's mine." Picks him up and walks into a portal.
That's nuts.
End of episode.
How long are these episodes?
I mean,
gameplay wise,
it's hard for me to say because I don't have a mobile phone in Japan. I was just watching the movie version.
Would you, like, based off of vibes, like Life is Strange 2, each episode's like 5 hours.
Yeah.
That's a lot of hours.
I mean, yeah, like I would say especially the early episodes were shorter. Okay. The later episodes are longer.
That makes sense because you're paying money at that point.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So
I still feel like we're introducing just a couple too many elements into the stew pot.
We are so not even done adding ingredients to the stew pot.
The stew is it's spilling over.
Because now Maleficent has Riku fully in a dark thrall and Sora has no Keyblade. Where are we going? Hollow Bastion.
Hollow Bastion. Makes sense. Right.
Because he loses the Keyblade.
Oh, duh. That was so obvious. That was a layup. I'm losing my touch.
Sorry, fam.
I know. It's okay. It's a tough day. I have to go back to my dojo and reconnect with my mentor.
Yeah.
Which is just me playing more Kingdom Hearts
games.
games.
While you were busy frittering away the hours, I was studying the Keyblade.
Yes. Hello, it is I, Mayanna. I hope you have a good post 4th of July day. Are you hungover? Are you doing okay? Are you drinking water? I just wanted to remind you all once again that we have a Patreon. It's called Simple and Clean Pod on Patreon. If you want to support the show, you can join us over there at the $5 final mix tier, which gives you ad-free versions of the episodes, in addition to access to the secret report. Ooh, it's our very mysterious secret bonus show where Mischa and I talk about all sorts of stuff like Dispatch, Final Fantasy X, Full Metal Alchemist, and other things. I definitely have a Metaphor Refantasio episode cooking, but I want to wait for Mischa to get a little further in the game before we talk about it. We want to talk about Final Fantasy X too, and also we want to talk about whatever you want us to talk about. If you join us over there, you can let us know what you want to hear us yap about, aside from all of our obvious passions for Kingdom Hearts. You can also sign up for the Patreon and join the free member tier. You won't get access to the bonus content, but you will be able to engage with our community. Let us know what you like about the show. Let us know what you hate about the show. Let us know what you think could be slightly improved, but only like marginally in a way that only you would notice about the show. If you don't want to join us on Patreon, that's also totally okay. You can follow us over on Instagram. You can leave a review on the show. You can leave a comment on Spotify. Just let us know that you like what you're hearing or what you want us to improve on, or what you're excited about for the franchise, who you think all of the mysterious characters in the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer might be, and whatever else is on your mind. We just like hearing from you guys. Thank you again so much for listening to Simple and Clean, and I hope you are finding some shade. Simple and Clean Pod is a part of the Multitude Podcast Collective, a collective of people making podcasts about things they're passionate about, such as science. Science shapes every part of our lives, but so much of its influence is overlooked or buried in the past. Tiny Matters is an award-winning podcast about tiny things, from molecules to microbes, that have a big and often surprising impact on society. From deadly diseases to forensic toxicology to the search for extraterrestrial life, hosts and former scientists Sam Jones and Deboki Chakravarti embrace the awe and messiness of science and its place in history and today, and how it could impact our world's future. Tiny Matters is brought to you by the American Chemical Society, a nonprofit scientific organization based in Washington, D.C., and is a part of the Multitude Podcast Collective. New episodes every Wednesday wherever you get your podcasts. That's Tiny Matters. New episodes every Wednesday wherever you get your podcasts.
So we're in Hollow Bastion. Sora's really beaten up on himself. He's like, man, I can't believe I let Riku and I lost faith and the thing is shattered and I'm not the chosen one anymore. And
poor guy.
And Mickey and Goofy and Donald jump in to help. You know, it's kind of nice.
Homies.
You know, Pete shows up and sort of tries to distract Sora, but like Goofy glides in and he's like, we're not going to let you go in there without us. You know, it may be your mistake, but like, we're here to ride with you. Yeah. You're Sora, and we're Sora's ride or dies, no matter who Sora is.
Aww.
It's kind of nice.
So wait, the other question I have.
Yeah.
So this is happening after 2.
Mm-hmm.
Is this like during when Sora and Riku are doing the mastery exam?
So the ending of Coded is Mickey writing the letter.
Oh, that summons
that's at
Sora.
The end of Kingdom Hearts 2 that summons them to the mastery exam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is not Sora, but Mickey, Donald, and Goofy, exclusively in that order, they have the same affinity and care for this version of Sora.
Yeah, and they want to show him that, like, what makes you Sora are your friends and we are them.
Yeah.
And so, like, any Sora also gets that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really sweet.
And through this time where they're like, they stand by his side when they go to confront Pete, who has like mastery over this realm. Like he summons those virus blocks to like crush Donald and Goofy and like put them in mortal peril. And it's through this bond where like Goofy and Donald commit themselves to Data Sora's adventure.
Yeah.
He summons his own Keyblade to free them. Through his own power that's stronger and that can't be taken away.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And also amazing.
Data Sora, a separate Keyblade wielder.
Another unregistered user.
Another unregistered user.
Even more off the grid by still being on the grid.
So on the grid, he's off the grid.
Oh, I love that.
So he summons it because he has this realization that Mickey actually reminds him of something Ansem the Wise says in Kingdom Hearts 2. Ansem the Wise says, a heart is so much more than any system.
Yes.
And so the fact that Data Sora has his own heart means they couldn't have predicted that would mean he could summon his own Keyblade. They didn't program that into the system, but it happened anyway.
Because hearts are the most powerful thing in the universe.
Exactly.
I love the power of hearts in Kingdom Hearts. Yeah. I think it's so cool.
Yeah. It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, Pete retreats into the keyhole, and the fight there is Dark Riku. They put bugs in him. Pete puts some bugs in him and says, that'll keep you occupied, and then you gotta fight Dark Riku.
Ugh,
dang.
I hate that.
Riku actually says, he's like, destroy me!
One of my favorite and least favorite, but mostly favorite JRPG tropes is when a character who you love is like, kill me! I'm fighting you, but you have to kill me! Yeah. And you're like, oh my god, this is horrible! Yeah. But it's good.
It's heartbreaking.
It's so good. The conflict is conflicting.
Yeah. Episode 7 is Hollow Bastion Part 2.
Oh my god. Because we are pushing it.
Yeah,
okay.
You defeat Dark Riku, but his body is the journal. So his body being corrupted by the bugs means the bugs are now everywhere.
Ugh.
So they have to cleanse the bugs, not only to save the world, but also to bring Riku back, a thing Data Sora wants now that they're friends again.
Hell yeah. Love that.
So
Happy Pride Month.
So he like prepares to like dive into Data Riku's heart, and like they summon this big portal, and they're like, if you reset things, and like we're not sure what's going to happen because his body is the world that makes you exist, like we don't know what's going to happen. And Data Sora's like, it's okay, I'm Sora and I know I need to protect my friends. And he lines up to go into that portal, and he turns back and does that same smile, but right before he stabs himself, it's the same smile.
Sora!
And he goes through the portal.
My boy.
I know.
He's brave in every universe.
I know. So he goes into Data Riku, and it's like a big space. It's just like void space. And Riku's like, I'm holding them back. This is a space so that you can escape before you have to fight them. I can't hold them back much longer. And Sora's like, but you're holding them back for long enough for me to escape, right? And he goes, yeah. And Sora's like, so you're holding them back long enough for me to come help you?
Aww.
And Riku's like, no, but Sora's like, shut the fuck up. I'm coming to help you.
Oh, Sora.
So they summon these like data doors. They're like doors in non-space. They actually look pretty awesome.
That's awesome.
It's like just an archway in space that then like extends inward, and like the ripples of it through data void space is
incredible.
Cool. And you go through each one, and it's a rush of each of the worlds again. You're like, you go through, you do one last defeat.
That. They did a very similar thing in 358.
Yeah.
Where it's like, we're going to do a boss fight across all the worlds you visited.
But in between each one, there's like a downtime moment where Data Riku and Data Sora like talk to each other.
Aww.
You know, like at first, after Destiny Islands, Sora and Riku in the Dark Coast, like they're standing against that tree talking about like their journey so far. And Riku's like, I really regret dragging you guys in to fix my problems. And after Traverse Town, Sora's like, I don't mind being dragged in because I said the same thing to Goofy and Donald and Mickey. And they said part of being friends is dragging each other into each other's messes.
Aww.
So I'm here to be dragged into your mess, buddy. Let's fix it.
Oh my God.
You know, like they're going through all of these things. They're acting more and more like
friends.
Well, like fully realized avatars of this data space, but also like Sora and Riku after the fact. Like they're just being friends.
But they're also like, they're like more evolved.
Yeah.
Even though they've existed for less time.
Yeah.
Which is really interesting.
It's really interesting.
That's
and
cool.
that Sora's only Sora on like a speed run, and Riku is not quite Riku, but he kind of is.
Yeah.
But they still are.
Yes.
It's fascinating.
I mean, the core of who you are. I mean, we talk about like the tabula rasa and all, but it's like, I think the core of who you are is this ethereal thing beyond, like, yes, there's nature versus nurture, but I think there's just core things to a person.
Yeah.
And I think that Sora is a good guy and Riku is a pensive, reflective, mature creature, you know? And so no matter what weird specific things happen to them, they'll still sort of fall into that. Like that, they're the same in every universe. To a certain
it's like
extent.
in any world, I'll find you.
Exactly,
you know, it's very sweet.
I love that.
And so they go through all of these moments again and again. They go through all of the worlds from all the previous episodes, and there's like one last one, the innermost data, the source of all sources, whatever that means. And inside there is like supposed to be the thing, the mystery of that message. Finally,
the hurting of the thing is the mending.
Yeah,
is ending,
and right, because like Riku kind of was facilitating those, was sending them some of the messages, but not all of them.
Yeah,
and he goes in there, and you go into the final door, and it's Riku Fight Part 2.
That's crazy.
And Riku's like doing the iconic poses from Kingdom Hearts 1.
So
they have like the clashes in the same way where like Sora puts both hands on his Keyblade to block it.
Forget it. There's no way you're taking Kairi's heart.
Right, but they're different characters, and one of them's sort of still a projection, but like the poses are the same. And you're like,
I remember that pose. It's burned in my memory forever.
Right, exactly. And they get out, and it's like, we fixed all the things. We should head back out into the real world. Man, we've been on such a crazy journey ever since you met me on that stained glass platform, right, Riku? And Riku's like, that wasn't me. The first time I saw you was Destiny Islands. Who was it? Who was in the dive to the, who was the guy in the black coat in the dive to the heart? We don't know.
Whoa!
They get out there and they get back out to Hollow Bastion. They're like, okay, we solved it. We beat all the guys. Here's a portal to the real world.
Okay.
And also, no, I shan't. And they're like, Riku, tell us, buddy. And he's like, no, I shan't. I shall wait until you're outside. Riku, you gotta tell us. And Sora and Riku were both like, yeah, when you finally put all the data back to the way it was, we won't remember anything that happened in here. Like, because the data that you recombobulated to create us will go back to the place it's supposed to be, and we won't exist anymore.
Yeah, because it'll just be the memories. It'll just be the events as they happen,
right,
as stated by Jiminy.
Right. And Data Sora's like, hey, you know, like, but that means I saved you guys, and you'll remember this. And, you know, so like, I'm actually okay with it.
Oh my God. Wow.
And they're about to leave. And then the big alarms go off, and there's one last thing they forgot.
Oh.
There's one last bug that they didn't defeat, I guess.
Okay.
One last one.
Great.
And they could just seal the data world because like Data Sora and Data Riku were already about to sacrifice themselves, but they forgot. Pete and Maleficent are still in here.
Oh,
and
that's not good.
They may be the bad guys, but Mickey's not about to kill them.
No, and that's why Michael Mouse is better than they are.
So they got to go defeat one last thing, and they go to like the innermost like data chamber, and the same dark side from earlier comes back. Only he's big and he's got data markings on him that are like holographic.
Oh, I feel like I've seen images of this boss fight.
Because when you defeat a Heartless in the real world, their heart gets released and the darkness gets dispersed.
Yeah.
But the data versions don't have hearts, and the darkness just sort of like collects and goes back to the dark side and makes him stronger and stronger.
That's terrifying.
So you have to fight that.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. So you fight the big thing. Mickey comes in at the last moment to like finish off the ritual. You have to defend him while he's defeating the final light business of it. And they get out, and things are finally calm and going back to normal. And Mickey's like, "Thanks for everything, Data Sora." And Sora says, "What is this? It must be another glitch. There's a lump in my throat."
Sora.
And Mickey says, "That's just what goodbye feels like."
No way!
Yeah. It's like the most moving line in the whole game.
That's just what goodbye feels like?
Yeah.
That might be one of the hardest lines I've ever heard.
I know.
It's like, what is grief but not love persevering?
I know.
That's just what goodbye feels like?
Yep.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And like that's kind of where they leave it. And then they all leave, and Sora seals the final hole, and there's like a bright shining light, and the world is reset. And there's a shot of Pete and Maleficent. It kind of feels post-creditsy, where they're like walking through a portal back to the real world. And Maleficent is like, this is like, I'm going to give you almost quotes here. Maleficent says, "I was wondering why those data worlds felt so familiar. I think it has something to do with the Book of Prophecies."
Oh my God. They lay that out encoded?
That's the first time they've mentioned the Book of Prophecies.
That's psychotic. That's insane.
And she's like, "Yeah, of course data worlds are real, because who am I to say that a fairy tale isn't true?" Which is another hard line.
That's another hard line. And also, is that the first mention of the time of fairy tales?
Kind of.
That's insane.
So then she's like, "Yes, we must take possession of that data of theirs. It's important."
Cool.
Is coded the reason she's after the black box?
I think so.
I'm going insane.
That's it? That's coded?
It feels like it, doesn't it? Doesn't that have like a really good, feel-good, wrap-up, the end kind of quality?
Yeah, I'm scared.
The 8th.
Oh my God.
And by far the longest episode of Kingdom Hearts coded.
That was 7?
That was 7. The 8th and by far the longest episode of Kingdom Hearts coded is the Castle Oblivion episode.
I was about to say, I feel like there was a whole world you mentioned that we didn't cover, and it was Oblivion. Oh my God.
This one's like its own freaking game. So everything's gone back to normal, status quo as usual. And then they get a text from Data Riku.
No.
That's like, "Hey."
A text to where? A text on what?
Microsoft Teams.
Is it on their computer in the study?
Yeah.
What?
It's on the computer in the study.
No.
And they're like, "Hey, after we fixed everything, a new world appeared."
Oh my God.
And also, we never really did figure out whose hurt was going to be mended when they returned.
That's also, it's Naminé, right?
Maybe.
Because, okay.
But at the end of all of that, they were like, "Oh yeah, we never really did answer that question.
Oh.
We should solve that." But the problem is, they wiped Data Sora's memories.
Okay.
At the end of the last episode. So they gotta send him in again, gain all the memories again, which means he needs another rehash of Disney Worlds again.
It hurts.
Not only is coded a rehash of Kingdom Hearts 1's Disney Worlds, it's a rehash of Kingdom Hearts 1's Disney Worlds twice!
That's fucked up.
Twice!
That's crazy. And it's just the 3?
Just the 3.
No way! I can't believe it!
So what's going on in Castle Oblivion? Data Sora is met in the lobby by a guy in a dark cloak.
Okay.
Who's very much like, to find is to lose is fine.
Is
this
it
is the way.
Marluxia?
No, it's Roxas.
Oh, wow.
So it's very clear to us when we're watching the movie with full voice acting that it's Roxas later.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's So Roxas is like goading him to keep going through Castle Oblivion.
Oh my god.
And Castle Oblivion encoded, it's not fully rendered worlds.
No, of course
It's
not.
the hallways of Castle Oblivion with like screenshots of the worlds projected on the walls, and the characters are seeing the world, but it's just hallways.
Okay.
This is a lot. How are you doing?
I'm distraught.
Yeah.
I am distraught. I was like, wow, it's so good. Just kidding.
And so he has no memories. He's making these new bonds again. And also it's Castle Oblivion, so as soon as he's done with the level, he forgets everything that happened.
This is madness. This is madness. It's like the Uno reverse card version of what I felt about the Data episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm broken.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
Okay, so basically they're like, don't worry that you're not remembering. Don't worry that you're forgetting. You're Sora. Follow your heart. You're Sora. You will make the right decisions. You are Sora.
You can't do that to me in episode 8. You can't.
And meanwhile, Data Roxas is there like, hey, Sora, these things you're seeing, nothing's real. You're in Castle Oblivion inside Data. They're data projections of illusions.
Not Data Roxas doing the thing Roxas does, but for Data Sora,
Yeah.
this is crazy.
But then he's like, so if you wanted to hit him with your Keyblade, you could and there'd be no consequences.
Okay, Roxas. Easy, tiger.
Hey, they're not real. You could just kill him.
No, Roxas. This is antithetical to your belief system.
But there's no consequences. You could
Roxas.
And
Roxas.
And Sora says that. He's like, okay, but I would feel bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, like, why is Data Roxas a nihilist?
Right. Sora's like, what would be the point of inflicting pain on people who don't, just because they don't exist?
Yeah.
And Roxas says, you've answered the first question.
Oh my god.
It's clearly some kind of freaking
He's
test.
doing Yoda mind games.
Right?
Incredible.
So you go through these hallway puzzles where like Hurricane Cloud and Hades are standing in white hallways of Castle Oblivion talking about
that feels
Olympus.
Unsettling.
It's very unsettling.
There's the Disney characters do not, aside from Donald and Goofy in that order, they don't go in the hallways.
No, and they don't acknowledge that they're in hallways.
That's also...
They think they're in the world.
This is giving Majora's Mask, but like in unsettling.
Yeah.
Just the unsettling parts.
Exactly.
Okay, I don't like this. Ugh, I'm getting heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, so they go through all of this. Roxas is taunting him. You know, like Mickey's voice comes down and like helps reassure Sora, kind of like he does for Riku in
That's fun.
Reverse Rebirth. It's very cute.
I kind of like that.
And Sora finally confronts Roxas and is like, bro, like, stop trying to get me to hurt people. Stop trying to get me to like let go and forget. Like, even if I'm forgetting these things, the pain of forgetting is important and I'll carry that with me.
Yeah.
And Roxas is like, but that pain is also an illusion. You can leave it behind. Nothing's real and I'm not real and I'm going to fight you. And then they have a fight. And you fight and there's a Sora versus Roxas fight.
Encoded?
Data Roxas is the final boss of Coded.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he gets to the end and he's like, good, you understand. I needed you to understand that the pain of your connections to people is important, even if you don't remember them.
Okay, yeah. Agreed. I don't know why you needed to gaslight me about it, but okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's important.
Sure.
I thought we already learned that.
Yeah, I thought we already kind of covered that. I thought that was also kind of like not your thing, but okay.
Well, because Data Roxas is a construct summoned out of the data stream, kind of like Data Riku was.
Right.
To guard this final mystery. Who left this message?
Is it Naminé?
So they get into the final room past Roxas and they see Data Naminé.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
And she says, I needed to make sure that you could handle pain that wasn't yours for people you care about but isn't yours.
Okay.
Because I have something that I found in Sora's heart that needs to go back to him that's going to inflict this pain on him.
Oh, shit.
And I need to know he's up for it.
Oh, my God.
Because when Diz and I were mucking around in Sora's heart, we found some extra shit in there.
I forgot about this.
Yeah. And there's like I mean, in the movie version, there's this beautiful cutscene where they're like standing in a white void space and like images of Roxas, Axel, and Shion appear. And Sora's like, who is that? And she's like, you don't know them, but their pain is connected to your heart.
Yeah.
And what's more, so are these guys. And she summons a vision of Terra, Aqua, and Ventus. And she's
because they've been in there the whole time.
Ventus has been in there the whole time.
Oh my God.
And she's like, we found this and it's important to something.
Yeah.
But it's also painful to know it.
It's horrifying.
They're tragedies. Both of them are tragedies.
Both of them are and tragedies that imply to Sora that his quest is fated for tragedy.
Yeah.
That one of your closest friends will either betray you or die.
Yeah.
And that no matter what you do, one of those things will happen because it's happened twice before.
So yeah, but he takes on these things. Mickey's with him by this point. He like shows up at the very end to share this moment with him.
Amazing.
And they both reach out to this bright white light which contains the memory. And she says it's gonna hurt. And you know, you can see that it's painful on his face. They're like wincing in pain. But Data Sora has learned through his experiences in this game that the way you handle pain is to face it head on and to ask your friends for help.
Wow.
So he does, and he accepts these things into himself.
How does he respond? Like, what's the acting moment like for that?
I mean, it's very Sora. It's very just it's the smile before he stabs himself in the heart. You know what I mean? It's, of course, Mickey also has to be there so he can take these newfound pieces of information back into the real world with him.
God.
And they leave, and they say like, Data Naminé, what'll happen to you? And she's like, I was really only here. Real Naminé put me here to be the steward of this thing. That's why I put that extra message in there. Putting the extra message in the journal corrupted all the data, so all of that was my fault. So I'm sorry for what I put you through.
Naminé, no, she's doing it again.
Yeah.
No, Naminé, no.
And she says, now that you fixed it, I don't really need to exist anymore.
Naminé, no, don't do this again.
Yeah,
don't do it twice. Naminé, no.
But before they leave, before Sora and Mickey leave, they say, wait, before you stop disappearing, there's something I have to do. And Sora says, hey, Naminé,
thank you. Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
No.
And then Mickey leaves his friends behind, and he writes it all in a letter, and he tells Sora, Riku, and Kairi about it.
That's crazy.
And he says, all of these memories clearly indicate that your quest is part of a larger legacy. So you got to prepare, because what you guys went through was just the beginning.
Ugh. And what's heart-wrenching about when Sora receives that letter, because we see that moment, we didn't know what was in the letter, is that's Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora. He made it home. He was done. And then he gets pulled into shit that is so much more dangerous, that will result in him being jettisoned into a completely different plane of reality, severing his connection to Kairi for God knows how long. And that started in the mobile game on cell phones?
That were only available in Japan.
Wow. I really went on a roller coaster through this where in the beginning I was like, fun. In the middle I was like, oh no. And then at 7 I was like, we're done. And then at 8 I was like, there can't be more. And then at the end of 8 I was like, this is the most important thing that's ever happened in Kingdom Hearts.
I know. Well, and what I think is interesting too is, so the release schedule, like 1 through 7 came out from like June to December of 2009.
Okay.
And episode 7 dropped on my birthday, actually, 2009, the day after Christmas. Which is like the end of a year.
Right.
So when you drop that episode 7 at the end of the year,
you're like, that's done.
It feels like, and we're done, right? And then they dropped episode 8 in January.
That's diabolical.
That is
fiendish. Diabolical.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So how do we feel about Kingdom Hearts Coded?
I think this might be the most important game in the entire franchise.
No, I don't know if I'd go that far.
I'll say this. I think that important doesn't necessarily mean good.
Yeah.
But it is important in the fact that, 1, it is the connective tissue that ties us from 2 into 3.
Yeah.
And Dream Drop Distance, which is also important for 3.
Right. It has all of these, like, a really vital connecting pieces to the wider lore, but the game itself feels like such a diversion.
Yes, it does. And also, like, the fact that Oh my God. Like I'm so shook right now in like ways that are surprising to me physiologically.
That's my goal here.
To quote Peter on If Books Could Kill, this is doing something to my body.
Yeah.
I feel like it's necessary text. It's unfortunate that it's considered the worst game, like Metacritically.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it deserves that. Gameplay-wise, I don't know. I wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
Story-wise, I feel like this is about on par with 358, Birth by Sleep, Dream Drop Distance. I think it's like, in terms of plot, things, and relevant side information we discover.
Yeah. Like, really, the fact that, like, Coded contains the first mention of the Book of Prophecies is crazy to me.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And, like, that is where we resolve this massive, important moment for Sora and Naminé with two versions of them that aren't even themselves.
So this is where the fan base is really divided.
Yeah.
They're like...
I could see that.
But they weren't really them. Does that count?
It does count. Because the whole question of the game is, does this count? And the answer is yes.
Yes, but has Sora thanked Naminé? Because, if you recall, they spend... Dream Drop Distance is them getting the mark, and Naminé's not in that one.
Right.
Kingdom Hearts 3, a lot of the plot is trying to put people's hearts that they grew in previous games into new bodies, and they do that for Roxas, and that's part of the game. And the post-credits is, and also the word for Naminé. But by the time they're all hanging out on the beach, Sora is gone.
Yeah.
So did he ever really get a chance to thank her?
Is Data Naminé?
No, they're separate people.
But it's the same thing with, like, if the pain is real...
Yeah.
And that is experienced by Data Sora as proof that real Sora can handle it. I think gratitude that Data Sora gives to Data Naminé is transferable to real Sora thanking real Naminé.
I think what that proves is that Sora would thank Naminé.
I think it does.
But not that he has.
I'll say this too. I think the fact that it was written in the journal at all is Sora thanking Naminé. And yes, we need the scene because, like, it's the rule with D&D. If it didn't happen at the table, it didn't happen. But I think the symbology of thanking Naminé and the fact that he wrote it in the moment that they're all still remembering each other.
Yeah.
Sora did thank Naminé. Sora thanked Naminé before Naminé did the thing that was worthy of the gratitude.
Yeah.
Sora has always been thanking Naminé.
Correct.
Sora has always been appreciative for the service that Naminé is providing. And the immense pain and suffering it has put her through.
That she constantly takes on herself more than even she needs to.
And more than anyone would ever put on her, maybe besides Diz.
Yeah. I mean, like, here's the other thing. This game has so much connecting stuff, but it itself is such, like, a side quest, it feels like.
We're
yada-yadaing the same yada twice.
Dude,
in the same game.
That is surprising. Yeah. But
so,
also, it's like, well, if you have all the assets, why not use them as much as you want?
But yeah, I guess. But like, so my question is, like, couldn't those same connecting things been done elsewhere in more interesting games, perhaps?
You mean in 358 or in Birth by Sleep?
Or you seed it in another place, put some stuff in Dream Drop Distance that unlocks the memories and they come, was Coded necessary?
I think it was, because I think from the fact that it's like we wanted to put a game on cell phones. So like that in and of itself is a worthy endeavor. And also it's like there was an interesting debate a long time ago about Steven Universe. And does Steven Universe have filler episodes?
Yeah, I actually love talking about Steven Universe's filler episodes. I love this discussion.
And I'll say this, Rebecca Sugar themselves has said, even when big plot beats aren't happening, Steven learns things about his powers in filler episodes, Beach City episodes, let's call them, because I don't think there are filler episodes in Steven Universe. Because I'll say this, every episode of television takes the same amount of effort.
Yeah.
It takes the same amount of man hours. Like, you may spend more time theorizing or beating a plot to death on certain episodes over other ones. But in terms of, like, production time and art and money and humans and hours of humans doing thing, there is no such thing as filler because all of it had to be made.
Well, and I've said this before, that you need scenes of characters behaving in ordinary scenarios so that you can know how they will behave in extraordinary scenarios.
Agreed.
Like, there is a purpose to downtime in narratives.
Huge purpose to downtime. And also, I mean, like, we see it in D&D campaigns, we see it in television shows. Sometimes a piece of revelatory information may happen in a moment of peace.
Yeah.
Because peace is also a part of the human experience.
It allows you to sort through and process the things that have already happened to you, much like digitizing the journal.
Much like REM sleep.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and that's why this world's about sorting out the data, and the next game's about sorting out your dreams.
Yeah. And I think Namura might be a genius. I think
very possible.
I think he might. I think he is. I think that, like, you know, what we're talking about is a game that was on cell phones and was then on a DS and was then a movie on a PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
But the story is important.
Mm-hmm.
The characters are important. The message is important.
Yeah.
The idea that, like, pain may not be yours, but it might be your responsibility to carry it is a really good message for a game to have.
Mm-hmm.
And sure, Maleficent might also be there. And sure, oh no, they put bugs in him.
Oh no,
but like that premise is really important, especially in a franchise about moving from childhood to adulthood.
Yeah. Well, I would also say that, like, Birth by Sleep is about making us care about Terra Aqua and Ventus.
Yeah.
And 358 is about making us care about Roxas, Axel, and Shion. Coded is about making Sora care about those things.
Yeah. And
or it's
also,
the road to that, anyway.
It's the road to that, and also the idea, I mean, like, you could even talk about the fact that it's, like, meta textually. It's like, who cares if this character is going through a thing? It doesn't matter. It's a video game.
Yeah.
And this is a video game that is in itself a video game, talking about how the narratives of video games are important.
Yep.
And even though you as a player are not interacting with a thing that is technically real, it is real because people made it.
Yeah.
You're experiencing it. It takes up data on your cell phone.
Just because the data resets at the end of the game and the characters don't remember you doesn't mean you don't remember them.
And also, if you're playing Undertale, they still do.
Yeah.
So, like, I feel very strongly, one, that this game matters and should exist.
Uh-huh.
I think the premise of the events, while mind-boggling to me, are great. I will say great.
Yeah.
Great with my arm swinging like a pirate. Great. I think it's an important part of the narrative.
Yeah.
I think important narrative things happen here. Wow.
But is it worth playing Kingdom Hearts Coded?
Well, you really can't.
You can play it on a DS.
Unless you do mods.
You can get it on DS.
There are people who are doing emulators for it too. There's like, similar to the Melon Mix. I think there have been efforts to.
Yeah, Coded is part of the Melon Mix.
That's right. Okay,
yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah,
okay,
the Melon Mix is, we've talked about before. It's like a fan-made mod that turns Coded and 358, the DS games, into single-screen PC playable
games. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so Coded is part of the Melon Mix.
Okay.
But I ask again, like, does all that mean you gotta play this one?
I think most of the interesting things that are happening in the cutscenes.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this. I remember seeing on social media, I'm working on the mod of Coded,
mm-hmm.
and I'm enjoying the gameplay more than I thought I would. Like, the platformingness of it, the verticality of it. I think there's merit to it. I think that if it wasn't a game that started out on cell phones and was an earnest, like, 3DS effort, I could see a version of it where it gets ported in the same way that Dream Drop Distance did.
Mm-hmm.
Because Dream Drop Distance did get ported to the Switch.
Yeah, it's ported for all the things. You can.
It's HD remix-ified. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it means you have to play it.
No.
Frankly, I think most games, you know, because we talk about accessibility, we talk about people who, like, might enjoy, like, I have a really hard time watching horror movies,
mm-hmm.
but I will read the synopsis of horror movies. Obviously, it's not the same thing as experiencing the movie itself, but it allows me to at least know what story-wise is happening in horror movies so that I can engage in conversations about it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that you don't have to play a game to experience the story of the game.
Yeah.
I think if you want to watch the cutscenes, they literally ported just the cutscenes to the HD remix. So
I wasn't
fine.
expecting to, but I actually found, like, Data Sora and Data Riku's relationship really touching.
It sounds touching. Even your relaying it to me feels touching.
So like, there is some juice in there. It's not wholly dismissible in the way that the Kingdom Hearts fandom likes to pretend.
Yeah, and the thing that I've started to realize is I feel like none of the installments in Kingdom Hearts are fully dismissible.
Right. Not even the ones that didn't get to be made into full games.
Right. Like I mean, there's whole franchises I've missed, right? There's whole, like, I've never played a God of War game. And so there's a lot of metatextual, interesting narrative stuff that ties in between, like, the God of Wars in the early 2000s and how that plays into the God of War that we're all familiar with now. Like, those two guys are the same guy.
Yeah, so I have played the newer 2 games, and there's ties. There's like part of the new games is reckoning with what happened in the old games. Yeah,
so like it all happened. And I think that, like, again, it feels more so than any Kingdom Hearts game. It's not just a commentary on Kingdom Hearts as a game, it's a commentary on games as stories that matter.
Yeah.
And I think that's cool and warrants discussion and engagement. I don't know if it means that you need to go get a cell phone and play through Coded on a phone, but I think that the cutscenes and the story presented are worth the time and worth being included in the discussion.
It's worth an afternoon to watch it in the remix.
Yeah. Wow.
I do kind of wonder, like, this game is different in that, like, we really carry Xion and Roxas through.
Yeah.
And we really carry Terra Aquaventus through. Where is Data Sora now?
That's a really good question. That's a really good question.
Especially after what we talked about in our Data episode, that Data might be how they're tying the franchise into the quote-unquote real world. Like, it seems like Data Sora would be relevant to that conversation.
I would agree with you.
So I wonder if that's going to pop up anywhere.
I wonder if that's going to pop up somewhere too. I wonder. Well, the other thing that you've talked about, that you've speculated with me about, is that, like, Wreck-It Ralph World could be a really interesting way to tie in video game reality to reality.
Right.
So I wonder if we might see a world where there's 2 Soras. It is kind of like, it's fun and frustrating that now that we have a Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, and that the release may very well be imminent in some indiscriminate length of time, every conversation we have is now folded into the, how is this going to be paid off in Kingdom Hearts 4?
Yeah.
Or how is this going to be a part of Kingdom Hearts 4?
It does feel more concrete after the second trailer than it did before.
It feels very real.
Before it was just like for funsies, and now it's like, no, we could really have it.
No, it's real.
I don't know.
I don't know.
There is a part of me that hopes it's kind of like a Sonic Generations, where like they have Kingdom Hearts 4 Sora, and they put him next to Data Sora, whose model is Kingdom Hearts 1 Sora.
Yeah.
And they're next to each other.
And
that
they've
could be
done
fun.
Kingdom Hearts 1 model Sora in Kingdom Hearts 3. It exists.
It's in the engine.
It's in the engine because in the opening dive to the heart sequence, you start as Kingdom Hearts 1 Sora in Kingdom Hearts 3 graphics, and he looks fantastic.
That's great.
So I don't
know. I think what Coded proves above everything is that characters in Kingdom Hearts need to trust that whatever form he's taking, no matter where he finds himself, that they can trust Sora to always be Sora.
Yeah.
And that's a lesson that they're going to really lean on in Kingdom Hearts 4.
I will say this too. In all of the Kingdom Hearts 4 media so far that we've seen, which again is like 2 trailers and several screenshots, we don't see him smile.
That's true.
I've been thinking about that a lot. He's going through it. I'm sure that's going to play in some way.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's getting darker and scarier for our boy.
Yep.
And so seeing a version of him that's still resolute, that like Sora's still Sora.
Yeah.
And I wonder who new Sora is in Kingdom Hearts 4. He's dealing with the most intense stuff that's ever been. And the idea that, like, he didn't think there was going to be a world after what he chose to do. He knew the sacrifice he was making.
Yeah, I wonder how he is going to change. And I imagine he will, because this is clearly a new era for our franchise. But Coded tells us that no matter what changes he goes through, he will always be Sora. And I think that's important to remember, too, as we move forward into the KH4 era.
Yeah, I agree.
That, like, yeah, he's got a graphical update. Yeah, his shoes are spiffy. Yeah, he's swinging around on keychains.
There's more black in his costume than ever before.
In real-ass Shibuya, looking more like a human being than he ever has. But, like, in the end, he is still Sora. He's going to do what Sora does, and that's going to impact the story.
Yeah.
You know? So that's the lesson we take away from Coded. And that, like, when you're in pain, lean on your friends.
That's a really great premise and message as well.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, that's Namra's a genius.
Yeah.
He really is. Do you think Sora's thanked Naminé?
I think that he would. I think that they both just been busy.
Yeah.
I think that now that Naminé has her own body, there's more opportunities than ever for him to thank Naminé. But also he's in Quadratum, so maybe he should shoot her an email.
Yeah, if there are emails.
There was also a scene at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3 where he's in the final world and there's nameless stars and whatever, and one of the stars is implied to be Naminé, and Sora thanks him profusely. It happened.
Yeah.
He's thanked her, all right? He's thanked her.
And that's how he knew she was there. Like, that's how he knew she was somewhere else.
And could be saved.
Exactly. So, okay, fan base. So we got 2 thank yous. We got 3 if you count the journal at all.
Yeah.
You count 4 if he thanked her before he put it in the journal also. I love my girl so much.
Yeah.
She deserves everything.
Bring her back, but keep her out of danger.
Bring her back, but put her in 100 Acre Wood World. We recorded these back to back.
Yeah. Thank you so much for listening to my ramble about this little game that nobody knows what happened in it.
Mischa, thank you.
We're only getting started plumbing the depths of games in the Kingdom Hearts franchise that people didn't play.
And you know what? That's a worthy effort, because I think there are a lot of folks who just kind of hand wave some of these titles.
I hope that these episodes of the podcast stand for, like, if you don't want to go out of your way to play a port of a game, like, I hope that you can listen to this and move forward confidently that you know what's happening.
I'm aligned with that. I also think I beckon you to consider that people work really hard on things and spend hours and years of their lives toiling at games. Games take a long time to make.
Yeah.
Games are on par with like Broadway shows in terms of the average Broadway show takes about 7 years to take it to the stage.
Seriously.
And sure, some games are like, I don't want to play that game. Fine. Awesome. No worries. But I think like, to look at a game in a franchise like this and go like, oh, that one doesn't count.
Yeah, no game is nothing.
No game is nothing.
Yeah.
Every movie is a miracle, even bad ones.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I'm so grateful that you shared this information with me.
My pleasure, my friend.
Oh my God, what a joy. Thank you for listening, also, everyone.
Yeah, seriously.
I hope your commute to work was good.
Before we get out of here, you want a message in the bottle?
Yes, please, desperately.
Here's a message from our listener, Leilani.
Hey!
Hi! Wanted to say, I found your podcast a couple months ago and I love how digestible you make the series. I started playing when I first started dating my partner in August and was overwhelmed at first, but now I'm playing Dream Drop Distance.
Whoa! Hell yeah!
I would like to thank the existence of Marluxia for making me fully dive into this game. I love me a pretty man. Can't wait for your episode on him.
Oh!
What a pretty boy.
Oh!
That's coming, and it's coming sooner than later because he's very relevant to Kingdom Hearts 4. What can I say?
Really is.
His sister's there. His girlfriend might be there. We'll see.
Yeah.
Once again, I love your podcast and adore the banter between you both. Despite it only being you two, your podcast always sounds so welcoming and chill that it feels like I'm in the room listening. Keep doing what you're doing, and thank you for making this podcast.
All we wanted. I'll say this too, just to peek behind the curtain. Usually when we record this, Mischa's on one couch. I'm on a recliner chair, and there is a third couch.
Yeah.
That's sort of between our two seating areas.
Yeah, it's where we put guests when we have them in the studio.
Yeah, when we have guests, that's where they sit, but it's also like, that's where the listener sits.
Yeah.
In my mind.
Exactly.
Yeah. So thanks, Leilani, for coming by.
Yeah. And thanks everyone out there for listening.
Everyone.
I have been Mischa.
And I'm Mayanna.
And until next time, may your heart be your guiding key.
And data does matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.